Yeah, we've lost him for a moment. I'm just trying to look out the window. Looks like he's back southbound now, and that's Pershing. So that's the same street that he was on a moment ago. Open up a little bit, and you'll see some perspective on where it is. LAX is off to the left side of the screen there. You see the plane. So for us, it's kind of hard to determine what we should do. Stay here and shoot it, or go south, almost lose the signal. Let's stay here for a moment, I think, and see exactly what happens, because we go down the shoreline. We have some difficulty time seeing this. He's made a turn, though, there. And if it continues, now we have to go around. Now we got to go ahead and go down. Well, we have to make a choice. We can go across on Sepulveda, but we have to climb up pretty high. So because of the erratic nature and the way he's gone north and south right near LAX, it's made it like one of the most difficult pursuits that I've ever covered, really, from the air, because it's so hard to stay on top of it. So I believe we're looking at Imperial Highway there. The sky map at this angle really won't give us exact streets. And that's where the suspect came in, if you remember, 105 to Imperial Highway and then all the way to Pershing. And we'll see. Now, that's not Imperial Highway. It's hard to tell for sure. I believe it is Imperial Highway. It's just the angle is tough to tell. So this is going to put the suspect back. Correct, yeah. And so we're going to climb. We got to go to 2,500 feet. Yeah, absolutely. That's where he just came from when he made that turn to go east on Imperial. So, a high-speed, dangerous pursuit with a suspect that's desperate to get away, nearly hit a couple of vehicles. Now CHP involved right behind him, air unit overhead. Been a little tricky because of the location, but it appears at this point in time they're not going to back off from the suspect. They're going to want to take this individual into custody. Once again, if you just started watching, we understand wanted for stolen vehicle. But yeah, another close call. We've seen so many of those. Well, that's Sepulveda Boulevard. That is correct. And south on Sepulveda. So now we've got to get a permission to cross, and I think we've just got that from the tower at LAX, so we're going right over top of the airport. So we've got southbound on Sepulveda Boulevard, and you can see some traffic up ahead. Yeah, just for a moment. Yeah, it looks like he stopped. I couldn't tell if he hit another vehicle before he came to a stop there, if that's why. All right, and it looks like this is probably going to be over here. It appears that the suspect is obeying the commands of officers. They have their guns drawn. They're hiding behind the doors of the vehicle. They're talking to the suspect right now, more than likely telling him to turn around, keep his hands up, and then lay face down on the asphalt there. And it appears, why don't you go a little tighter? We have to be careful in these situations, but it appears the suspect is obeying their commands. It looks like there might be another person in the back seat. We thought initially only one, the driver, but it appears we have another person in the car. Possible. For now, yes. Yeah. Yeah, you certainly could, and they do have to treat this person as a suspect, at least for now. They may not be. Wow, there may be more. There may be several in there. It's interesting because the initial unit that we heard pick this up on the freeway said only one. So maybe they were ducking down. Maybe it just couldn't tell because of the windows. But it looks like there's going to be at least three. Are those hands on the right side sticking out? Yeah, so it looks like at least three people were inside the vehicle. Yeah. Yeah. Can you imagine the conversation? What they're telling the driver, like, please, no, stop, just pull over. You got to figure. Yep. Yeah, so we're on Sepulveda Boulevard, just south of the 105 freeway, south of LAX. So Sepulveda is shut down right now, southbound lanes, northbound is open. And it looks like this is going to be the final person that was on board, backing up towards officers, but obeying their commands. Now, once they have him into custody, they haven't been telling him to lay face down. It looks like they're going to rush him real quick here with his hands up. They still have to clear the vehicle, so they are going to come up, make sure there's nobody else inside that car before they go, code 4, and this whole thing is actually over. But it looks like, fortunately, no one got hurt. They just cleared it. Yeah. It's all clear. So, boy, I tell you, Philip, this was, frightening. In custody, yeah. Nobody hurt. Well, that was challenging. No problem, man. It happens. What are you going to do, right? Do the best you can do and go home. We're clear to the Van Nuys. Yeah, good job.
That was hard from back here, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, no, it's really hard to try and keep that thing in view and then change mountaintops.
Oh, yeah.